Today on the Carolina Business Leaders Podcast, we are joined with the ladies behind the Greenville Ladies Club. My wife, Cristina Waingart Gerrald, president and owner of the club, and our good friend, Sarah Couch, vice president of marketing and events. Both are from Greenville, South Carolina, and graduates of Clemson University. Outside of their work with the club, Cristina works full-time in a family business and financial services, and Sarah is a real estate agent newly with Coldwell Banker Kane. Thank y'all so much for joining me.
Thank you for having us. We're excited.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun one. I mean, obviously, great group of friends. So, but going back before we even started the club, how did y'all get connected initially?
Yeah, so Christina and I both played competitive volleyball, and so just the volleyball community in Greenville, I feel like everyone just knows everyone.
Which is a massive community.
Yes.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
And massive, great competitive community. And so I feel like that's how we knew each other. We are a year apart, so never played on the same team, but just on the same court, probably against each other or
same practices, same training, competitive atmosphere. Her team playing my team, that kind of thing. So we always knew of each other, which was kind of cool.
So that's how y'all met, though. I guess that's how y'all became friends.
We became friends through volleyball, and then you know how things go.
Where it's kind of like someone.
Yeah, we were in the same setting in high school volleyball. Then we went to Clemson. And we were in different majors, different friend groups. And then we did reconnect through your brother, Luke. And so that's what brought us back together.
If you're running a small to mid-sized business, you know there's simply not enough hours in a day to take care of all of your business needs. From managing health insurance to payroll, procurement, advertising, you're going to need some help to get that initial momentum going. That's why I would partner with Quesco. They take care of all the behind-the-scenes administrative and HR work, letting you focus on what truly matters, which is running your business. That's QUESTCO Quesco. Visit Quesco.net or call your local Quesco representative Thomas Owens at 864-477-0843 to get started today. So we'll dive into the club a ton here, obviously, but just a little bit of background from each of you, just so people trying to get to know you might be listening because they don't really know much about you. Like, what did you study at Clemson? Why did you pick Clemson? That sort of thing. You want to dive into that some?
Sure, great question. So we're all Clemson grads here, so go Tigers. I studied accounting, so I was in the Clemson Business School. I knew I would probably go into something with numbers, and so I did an accounting internship throughout college, and internships are great because you learn what you like and what you don't like. And so in my internship, I quickly learned I love numbers, but I need people time, and accounting did not deliver that. So I had to make an adjustment, and I knew about financial services. My dad's in the industry, so I quickly realized that's the route I need to go, and that's what I get to do today. So Clemson was a great experience for me, and I think tremendously helped me get started on my career.
Cool. What about you, Sarah?
She has the brains.
Listen, I couldn't do this without Sarah. There's no doubt about that.
So I was an education major, but
So you're going to be a teacher?
I thought so. Okay. I wanted to be a math teacher. I really like statistics, but then
that's brainy.
That's numbers. Come on,
right? But calculus kind of got me. And I went to my financial advisor, my counselor, school counselor, and they were like, "Oh, you should try out PRTM." So PRTM is Park Recreation Tourism Management, and I always knew I wanted to be in the service industry, help people, serve others. So I was like, you know what? I'll try it out. And so I have a degree in that, and ever since I've been doing marketing and events. So, yeah.
Did you know you would come back to Greenville after college?
Absolutely. Really? Even in high school, people want to leave Greenville and go other places, even in college, people wanted they're like, all right, after Carolina or USC or Clemson, they still want to leave. And I always knew I wanted to come back. I mean, Greenville is just growing so much, and I just want to be a part of it.
I was the same way. I think with having family here, immediate family, I don't have a ton of family here, but then too, a family business built right here in Greenville, the beautiful city of Greenville that we got to watch growing up grow from what it was to what it is now. And then too, I felt like I had all different stages of friendships here in Greenville, whether it was an elementary school friend, a high school friend like Sarah, or college friends. There was a great community here. So just like you, I knew Greenville was going to be home.
I can't relate to that. Speaking for myself, I thought for sure, because a lot of the tech jobs for me are like Texas and California and the Northeast. And DC, which I didn't expect that initially. But yeah, there's a lot in DC. So I thought I'd be anywhere but here. And I don't know, God brought me here, so it worked out.
He found a life here, so that worked out.
Yeah, I'm very happy that it worked out here. So jumping into the ladies club, I would love to hear about like how the idea got started, how y'all came together with it, just how did those, I don't know, pieces kind of come together?
Yeah, it's a fun story for us to share. We're both in it from day one. So as you know, Heath being my husband, I told you, hey, now that we're married, I need some girl time. I need a way to get together with the girls at least once a month and just have some fun. And so I had a friend in Columbia that started a book club. And that was going so well that I thought, you know what? Why don't I just do that right here in Greenville? So I put together a book club in January of 2024. Sarah was one of the first members of my book club.
Okay.
And it started really small, maybe 10 or 15 of us. And then eventually it grew.
I don't remember ever being small.
Small compared to the ladies club now, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. 10 to 15 in a house is pretty big.
Right, we live in a townhome, so it's tight. But all that to say, it grew over the couple months that we had it. Maybe we got up to like 30, 35 girls. We read a different book every month. And my brother-in-law, your brother Luke, likes to joke around and say, I don't think any books were being read. And there was a lot of wine and White Claws, and we just enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But long story short, that spring of 2024, a couple girls in the club said, hey, why don't we do a pickleball night? Or why don't we do a wine night at a local winery? Or why don't we go do this, that, and the other? And I thought, you know what? It really sounds like these girls like books, but not enough to do this every single month. It sounds like we need to do some other things, some social activities. So with that being said, we did a pickleball night that spring, and I think that was our highest attendance of book club. So of course, you take out the book and more people come. Yeah. So that was funny. And so at that point, I knew social club's the way to go. So we took a break for that summer, and in the fall, I officially launched the Greenville Ladies Club as a social club, meeting monthly for no books, maybe 1 month, but not every month. But purely social, really, to just get girls together. So again, I would say that started small. I had to figure out the best way to communicate the events, and I thought, well, group messages max out at 30 people or whatever, so maybe we'll do Instagram. Created an Instagram, and I think the day after I created it, Sarah right here reached out and said, do you need help? I said, absolutely. I had done like 2 graphics and they were terrible.
They were not terrible. Not at all.
So I had to say she jumped in at the perfect time. So that's really how we launched the Greenville Ladies Club. It went from book club to social club, and Sarah's been with me from the very start. It wouldn't be what it is today without the social media, and Sarah really drives that. We'll talk about that some more. But between her and the small business connections in Greenville, it's turned into an incredible opportunity.
Nice. So Sarah, you came in primarily for doing like social media content. That was like your first role. How did you learn like the graphic design? Like where'd you get that knack for it?
I think Canva is such a powerful tool. Like you can look like an expert with just...
But so I've used Canva and it's still difficult. Like how did,
she has the creative brain that we're missing. She's got it. It's a natural thing.
Well, thank you. Yeah,
yes.
I mean, I think it's just trial and error and just messing around. And I love to play around on it and like looking at different fonts. And I'm still learning as I go. So saying I'm an expert is so funny because I don't see myself as one. But thank you. Yeah.
So it's funny because usually if you have like a math mind, like I have a math mind, you don't really have a creative mind, but you kind of have both. You know, you start with math, and then you're obviously a creative mind as well. So that's pretty cool.
I mean, it has been fun, like getting out my creativity through the Greenville Ladies Club. So
she's done a great job.
Yeah, good for you. That's something like I said, I've used Canva. I've tried to be creative. It's definitely not my thing.
Same.
But so I guess whenever you started the club, I guess what were the first kind of thoughts with it? The first kind of plans you can say? Like, do you have a target audience with it? Did you have like a long-term plan?
Yeah, great question. When we launched it, there was no plan other than let's make friends and have fun. And guess what? That's still our mission today, and we're 10 months into the club. So I do love that the genuine approach to bring women together, just to, again, make friends and have fun, is what it is today. So at the beginning of the club, I will say, There really wasn't a plan. So we had to leverage our connections. So I have, again, I've been here my whole life. Lots of friends, family friends that have small businesses here in Greenville. So our very first event was at Curian with Vicky Zambrano. Her sister Tori is one of my great friends. That's a local connection that helped us put together our very first event.
Yep.
Our second event was a Pilates studio. My friend Noelle Torbe said, hey, I'll bring you in. I'll host you. Let me help. So really those first couple of months, we had to leverage the people we know to make these events happen. Now we're at a completely different point where small businesses are reaching out to us left and right, and it feels like we don't have capacity to even read through it all, but we are. But to answer your question, the beginning, there really wasn't a plan. It was just the genuine wanting to bring ladies together, and the way to do that was, one, local connections, and two, social media.
Oh.
I don't know if you have anything to add.
Yeah, I mean, I know we're getting to it, but yeah, social media is such a powerful tool, and it just brings like the community together, and we have able to partnership with so many like small businesses because the tools, because of social media.
So where did that passion come from for bringing people together? And is that like the sole like focus of the club? I mean, there's not really a financial incentive with it. Like we've had to pay a lot of out of pocket for it. Like where does that come from to want to draw people together?
Yeah, I mean, for me, like, I love to host people, like, at my house. I love to host friends and family, and, like, I think it was funny because I would host things and invite Christina to, like, theme parties and stuff. Like, it's not just a casual hangout for me. I'm, like, creating the Canva invite, and we're doing, like, a fun, like painting on wine glasses or creating charm necklaces. And
so there's events.
Yeah, like they were like fun mini events because I'm just extra.
I love it.
Christina was doing the same thing.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I think we're very, very similar in that aspect that like we just love bringing our friends and family together and just have fun and create memories.
Yeah.
So
absolutely, I'm with her on that. And as you know, Heath, even before we were dating, I would throw these parties. It didn't matter what month it was.
Right.
There was a theme. I would find a theme, even if there wasn't one. September, we're celebrating September. That's all. So we made it happen no matter what. Yeah. But with that being said, as Sarah mentioned, we both share the passion of bringing people together and hosting. We both love that. I think that one thing for me that's always been in the picture is I love connecting people. So if I find that you have a common interest, I'm going to find a way to connect y'all. And hopefully y'all can make a friendship out of it. And if I'm not involved in that friendship, that's totally fine. I'm just happy that y'all were able to connect on a common interest. Yeah. So that's been fun for me. And I will say in launching this club, Sarah and I didn't necessarily have a certain target audience or certain women that we were going after. We really want to leave it open to women in the Greenville community. I will say now it seems that the age group is maybe somewhere between 25 and 45 for the majority. But we have people younger than that and older than that. So from the day one till now, we're just open to women in Greenville who want to have fun and make friends. I will hammer that home.
Yeah.
So I like how it's been not even a year yet, 10 months.
10 months.
And it started with, like you said, just 10, 15 girls and a book club. And then now you have 2,000,
We've got,
2,500
a little bit over
followers.
2,500 followers, yes.
So was that ever like the goal at the beginning? Was that ever an expectation that it would grow to that? Or was it kind of just a surprise?
Yeah, well, great question. Again, we started with no goals. So the fact that we got to 2,500 so quickly is a blessing. I mean, for me to be able to pour into ladies and help create community, I'm so blessed and thankful that God's given me this opportunity and Sarah that we can do this together. So I did not expect the growth all this quickly, but like I said, I thank God for it every day, and it would not happen without her help. Yeah. So I don't know if you have anything to add. It probably surprised you too, if I had to guess.
Yeah, no, it's crazy, and I love meeting new people like every single event we have, and so it's just been a fun journey.
Okay, so speaking of the events,
yeah,
what have been some of y'all's favorite events so far?
Oh gosh, my favorite event.
Yeah.
That's so
They're
hard.
all so good.
Because every event is very different. So we don't try like to keep it on one theme or one target audience. So there's a variety of different events we have. I think my favorite one was the cookie exchange last year. Last December we had, I think, how many girls?
Yeah, it was probably like 70 girls squeezed into the Kane building basement.
Yeah.
It was great.
And they brought 2 dozen cookies, and we just did an exchange with each other.
So everyone brought 2 dozen cookies?
We ate too much that night, to say the least. Yes,
and there were a ton of leftovers. People that wouldn't bring back their cookies.
I think I brought Heath a full bag of cookies that night.
I didn't realize there's that many cookies.
And then I feel like every single event when we partner with these small businesses to promote their business, I think it's really cool just to meet those people and know their stories. So it was so cool. I mean, to bring in these businesses. Yeah. I mean, which one? I can't even pick a favorite.
I know it's hard to pick a favorite. I do really appreciate the small businesses that poured into us and partnered with us month 1, 2, and 3, right? Like we had no followers back then, maybe 30, 40, 50. I think at one point it was hitting 75 and I thought that was huge. So I can't thank those businesses enough for partnering us when we were nobody. We were small and they took us and gave us a hand up and said, hey, let us help you with this. So those are favorites because of the genuine approach to help the Ladies Club. But in terms of attendance, I will say our Pickle Park event in March had 110 women. So that was huge. Sarah and I were running around like crazy. We try to be so genuine with our events. We want to meet every single woman who's there. You get a name tag, and part of that is 1, you want to meet people, so you need a name tag. But 2, Sarah and I want the opportunity to say hello to every single guest. We don't want to miss one person. So that event was a lot of fun because to say hello to 110 people when there's 2 of us, we were busy. Okay, so that was a really good one.
I can't imagine names, remembering all the names.
That name tags are key. I'll tell you that's why. Name tags are key.
We make it easy.
Yes. So I have to say it is really hard to pinpoint a favorite, but I just truly appreciate each business that's poured into us, especially when we were nobody and so small. And now that we've gotten bigger, it's cool to see the new opportunities.
Cool.
Yeah.
I guess what can you say would be the most difficult event that you've planned so far?
Yeah, good question. I think when we talk about difficulty or challenges, we can start with time commitment. Sarah and I, as you mentioned earlier, both work full-time jobs. We're both married. We both have husbands. We have families. We have homes.
Shout out Colton.
I mean, yeah, right.
Hey, Coco.
Exactly. So with that being said, the biggest challenge for us has really been the time commitment. What we thought was just putting a little event together with a little social media post each month has turned into a full-time second job, So when we're not at our job, 8 to 5, 8 to 6, whatever those hours are, our evenings are spent planning events, collaborating with businesses, getting on phone calls, and you know it more than anyone. I mean, it's a nonstop business.
You are like the little energizer bunny.
It's fun. It's rewarding. But I would say the biggest challenge for us is certainly a time commitment. In terms of a specific event, I think each one kind of brings its own challenges. I wouldn't pinpoint one thing in particular. But overall, just the time commitment has been tough.
I agree. Yeah.
So all that to say, the time commitment has been the most difficult thing for us.
That's fair. So then, what would you say that y'all's goals are today? I mean, you started out with 0 goals.
Yeah. I'll let you share about our mission that isn't changing, at least for now.
Make friends and have fun.
Yes.
That's the motto of the Greenville Ladies Club.
Yeah. So it's funny because Cristina, I mean, she said that I guess just as a pitch, when we were just introducing the club, our very first event, we're just here to make friends and have fun, and there are no goals, and it was really funny and cute. But now we say it every single event, and
it's our mission.
It is now the mission, and we're it's fun, but it's also serious. The point is to meet people, get connected, and make friends.
I can get behind that mission.
Yeah, I think it's good. And to answer your question, what are our goals today? Like Sarah said, keep that same mission. Keep making friends and having fun. For us, we both have careers outside Ladies Club, so these small business connections are really cool. This podcast right here, Carolina Business Leaders, with my husband. Hopefully some businesses we connect with could be on the podcast. So there's a lot of fun ways to collab. Sarah's a realtor, so maybe we have some clients come to Sarah. So I like to say, I think continuing to grow the business connections is huge for everyone involved. But then too, goals is an interesting thing. Yes, you need to have goals. That's super important. But there's something I heard within the last year that really stuck with me, not only for Ladies Club, but for my business as well. And even I've talked to Heath about this for the podcast, is don't so much focus on the goals and what you want to hit in the future, but focus on the right now. So what are the things that you need to be doing right now so that you can grow and so that you can be successful and so you can build? So I think that we have done a great job focusing on the right now, and that's what's been able to help us succeed and grow as a club.
Well, I can probably vouch for that. I can say that's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
So I guess how often are y'all partnering with businesses, and how many businesses? How do you find people to partner with? Can you speak into that a little bit?
Yeah, business partnerships are part of the core of our club.
And why? Like,
why?
Yeah.
Yeah, great question. So Sarah and I, again, have been in Greenville our whole life. And so we really value the growth of Greenville, and that wouldn't happen without a lot of the businesses that have come in. But then too, there's small businesses that have been here forever that are successful. So for us, we want to make sure that our 2,500 members right now are hearing about and knowing these small businesses in Greenville. We want to give them exposure, and each and every event we partner with somewhere between 4 to 6 businesses. Some events we even partner with 10 local businesses, and the goal for them every event is to get exposure. So we do a nice welcome at the beginning of the event, and then we have each business owner go through and share what their business is about, what they're looking to sell, and who their audience is. So why we partner with businesses is we want to help them. We want to help them profit and revenue, get higher revenue. And if we can help them with that with our 2,500 members, then we're going to do it.
I like it.
Yeah. I don't know if you have anything to add to that. We partner with them a lot. So it's just an everyday thing. Talking
And
to
you
business
also
owners
partner
every day.
with like nonprofits and like other organizations, right?
Yes. You want to share a couple that we've partnered with?
Yeah, so during Christmas time, we partnered with Pendleton Place, and we got gifts for them so they can enjoy a little something extra. Yeah, on Christmas Day.
Nice.
At the pickleball event, we partnered with Girls Up, and they were just asking for
Donations for
donations,
like after school and snacks. And that stuff.
Snacks. And then in October, we did the American Cancer Society as and we raised $250
for breast cancer awareness.
Nice.
Breast cancer.
Research. So,
How do y'all decide which organizations to partner with?
Yeah, great question. So Pendleton Place goes right back to local connections.
Yeah.
So again, been here our whole lives. Michelle Shane currently runs the Pendleton Place, which her husband Mike Shane has actually been on this podcast before. So I used to work with him. He's retired now, but Michelle is incredibly involved in the community, and I knew that when we wanted to partner with someone for Christmas, her organization would probably be a good fit. So that was a connection. Girls Up Greenville, a good friend of ours, Bree Berry, had reached out and said, hey, I know that y'all partner with people. We'd love for you to look at our organization. So again, local connection. Yeah. Breast cancer awareness, that actually rated from my college days. I was a Zeta at Clemson. That was my sorority. And our philanthropic partner was the breast cancer awareness and research. So that's always been near and dear to my heart. I have family members that have had breast cancer, lots of friends. So every October that comes by, I personally love to find something to do with that, just because A, I've been doing it, and B, it's a great cause. Yeah. So looking forward, I'll say both of us really would like to find some more opportunities to connect with local organizations. And I say local because Greenville is home. So the more, if anyone hears this and has a 501c3 that would love to partner with us, we're open to it. We're actually talking to someone today. We had a text conversation. Very small organization here. Someone started, it's a girl, she had lost her baby, so it's kind of around that, which is near and dear to our hearts. But we're looking at partnering with her for an upcoming big event that we'll talk about here soon. So always on the lookout for it, and it means a lot to us.
Yeah, always on the lookout, and you can just DM us on Instagram or email.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we're open to it.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, we try not to we don't turn away anyone, and we always love to help out any way we can. So.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to figure out how I want to word this question. It's not like a story as in like, I don't want any names, but what would be your favorite story that's come out of the Ladies Club? Or if you want to answer it this way, someone should come to the Ladies Club so that, like, what is your hope for girls? When women show up at the Ladies Club, what is your hope for them?
Yeah, that's great. And I know that you have a lot to add to this, but I'll just say our hope now is the same hope as the beginning. We want these women to feel that they have a community. Greenville is a special place. There's very few of us that have been here our whole life. There's not many of us left. But there's lots of new people. So we want to make sure that those new people feel that they have some kind of community. And again, to not name names, I've just seen some real special things happen. For instance, and you'll know exactly who I'm talking about. There's a group of girls that came from the beginning of the Ladies Club, first couple events, even some in book club. And there's now a friend group that has formed, which is amazing. So our last event, the May Heyday event, we had this friend group there sitting at a table together. And Sarah and I got to look at them and say, wow, that friend group formed from the Ladies Club.
Yeah.
So I think providing a space, people come alone, right? And we get messages and emails. We have an interest form. And all the time people ask, can I come to events by myself? Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's actually even better because there's lots of women at events by themselves who need friends. So if we can create a space for friendships to be made, we're going to call that one.
And I think, as you said, when we're talking about goals, I think that is like a goal that we never had. Like, women come like by themselves, and I'm like, you are very bold for doing that. And I applaud you because that is, I mean, that's the whole point, is to meet other girls around the Greenville area. So it's really cool to see that happen. And
that's cool to see the impact that you're making and helping people connect, helping people find that community here in Greenville. So,
and I'll say for Sarah and I too, just with thinking ahead, we're about to go in year 2. I think people ask, what changes are y'all gonna make or what enhancements, and our thing is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? So everything's working, it's going great. Sure, we think about some things like, do we have a membership? Is there a membership fee? Do we charge X? Do members get charged less? Yes, those are all things we talk about, and people are bringing us amazing ideas. So we're taking those into account. But we will live by, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Events are going great, so we're going to keep it going the same way.
Okay, cool. Is there any big events coming up that you'd like to share about?
Good question. So by the
we
time this comes out in July,
the
save the date should be out there. So we are having a big 1-year anniversary party downtown Greenville at the L. And it's a huge thing because the fact that the Ladies Club A has made it 12 months and B has grown.
That is a clap,
One, we made it 12 months. 2, we've grown to the size that we are. I mean, that's just worth celebrating. So that's going to be in September. You should see, by the time this comes out, the save the date's out there. So look out for those tickets. Buy those tickets. They're going to go quick. It's going to be a great mix and mingle. Lots of photo opportunities because we're girls and we love pictures. So there's going to be all kinds of photographers and photo backdrops, food, drinks, the whole 9 yards. So that's a sneak peek. And Sarah, I'll kind of let you add a little bit about vendors and partnerships and some posts that may be out there about that.
Yeah, so right now we're looking for sponsorships to help us plan and execute this event, whether it's a monetary donation or donating to something at the event, like having a booth, or even we're doing little goodie bags, so putting something from your small business into the bag. We're looking for all ideas, and if you have another idea, then you can.
We're flexible. We're open to hearing it.
Nice. What's the pitch for the events? Like, I'm not a lady, but if I was, why should I come to the event?
So I think when we were trying to think of the theme and everything, one of the girls on our committee was like, Greenville doesn't have enough like events to like get dressed up, and girls love to get dressed up and take pictures, and like you were saying, and so we wanted something elevated, classy, cocktails, sparkles,
So you get to dress to impress. That's the number one reason to come. But then 2, it's going to be making friends and having fun on a whole other level. So the mission is going to be taken to the next level with this event. Lots of fun, reasonable pricing, and you'll get a lot of good stuff out of it. So we're excited.
Okay, and that's going to be when?
The end of September.
Okay,
so we're going to finalize the date here pretty soon. By the time this podcast comes out, it'll all be on social media.
Gotcha. So then if someone wants to get involved in the Ladies Club or wants to show up to this event, how can they find y'all?
Great question. So social media, again, is a huge part of what we do, but we've got a couple things. So Instagram, which is where the majority of our members, you could say, or followers are. That's the number one. We do have a GroupMe. We recognize not everyone has social media. So GroupMe has the same posts as Instagram, the same sign-up links and everything like that. So you can email us if you need that. And then 2, we are on LinkedIn, which is a professional network. We're just getting started on that. So again, for those that might not have Instagram, you have GroupMe and LinkedIn for the updates. So you will always see a save the date post done by Sarah, and then some pictures to follow leading up to the event. Sign up links are usually directly in our bio. And we do have an interest form. So if you're new to the club, please fill that out. We just love to know who's getting involved with us. You may have some great ideas. Sarah and I are always open to hearing it. So those are really the best ways to get involved. Our email is the Greenville Ladies Club at gmail.com. So any questions, let us know. But we're both always open to emails, phone calls, whatever it might be.
Nice. We'll close it out here in a minute, but I do want to get into a little bit more of your stories before we do. You both work full-time jobs. You both do this on the side. What does a day in the life of Cristina, a day in the life of Sarah look like?
I'll let Sarah go. It might be a little more simple.
Yours is, yours. So, like you guys said before, I just got my license this year.
For real estate,
yes, for real estate. So every day is different.
Right.
You know, I'm learning that it is based on people and clients, and you go by their schedule. But a typical day, you know, get to the office, check my emails, probably do some showings. We have a couple listings, so work on those. Post on social media for the listings, and just building a brand. But I can't tell you what a single day is like, because it's different. so different. Which is enjoyable. So
is there work involved with the ladies club every day? Is it every week? Like what's kind of the...
I think Christina and I talk constantly.
Daily,
we could say daily.
Okay, yeah.
But we we put in some hours. I mean, but it's like random times. So like she might have a free moment at 10 in the morning, or 10 a.m. or 10 or 10 p.m. and I'm over here texting you 3 hours later with all my ideas and blowing up her phone. So it's really funny. But I mean, we both respect each other's time. So we we'll send all of our ideas because it's top of mind, but we don't expect a response right away.
Definitely.
And we do have scheduled meetings. So that's how I stay on track with everything, put it in the calendar.
That's right. Big calendar person.
Yeah.
What about you?
Day to day is crazy, which if anyone knows, it's the two of y'all. My husband and Sarah, who helps me with the Ladies Club. So every day differs. Again, I said I work in financial services and a family business. So that really takes up, my 8 to 5, 8 to 6, call it. I might sneak away at lunch break to do a podcast with Heath, my husband. So that's always a nice break in the middle of the day. But I'd say the 8 to 5, 8 to 6 is my job. Then from then on, it could be any sort of thing. So whether it's a church commitment that I've got 3 nights a week, or it's going out to friends' dinner, girlfriend's dinner, going out on a date with my husband, helping my husband with a podcast, doing stuff for the Ladies Club. I mean, every day differs, but I can tell you that the 6 p.m. to the 10 p.m. schedule is insane. And it differs every single day. So long story short,
we find time for dinner in there.
Yes, dinner is in there. The crock pot's a huge help. But all that to say, every day differs. My 8 to 6 is standard, which is great. I like the consistency of having a job in financial services. But the evenings could be podcast, ladies club, husband, friends, a little bit of everything. Family is huge. We see them 2-3 nights a week. So it's all fun.
Yeah. So one of the goals of the podcast is to talk with older professionals, guys that we would say, quote unquote, were successful. Yeah. And we like to end on asking them, what advice would you give to young professionals? The two of you, us three are all young professionals. Right. So we're the ones usually receiving that advice. But what advice might you give to someone that's 10th, 11th, 12th grade, maybe about to make that decision to go to college?
Yeah, that's a great question. So for someone that's a senior in high school, it differs from someone that's a senior in college. So high schoolers, I would definitely say get involved, whether that looks like a job that you're working. Heath worked at Auntie Anne's at the
mall.
I babysat with him.
Come get some pretzels.
That even those high school jobs give you great experience to prepare you for not only college, but your full-time job down the road. He says even today that his job as a waiter at Rafferty's helped him learn so many lessons that he can apply to his job today. Babysitting, having to manage 5 children certainly helps me today when I only have to sit down in a meeting with 2 people. So, those lessons you learn working in high school go a long way. If you're a college student, I would highly recommend internships, like I mentioned earlier. My accounting internship let me know, hey, that's not what I want to do full time. I like it, but how do I marry this with people? So internships are a must in college. High school, get a job, get experience, get connected, do the clubs, right? Beta club, FCA, whatever it might be. Get involved. I can't stress that enough. I was one that was involved in every organization I could be involved in. And so that would be my advice. Don't be scared. Put yourself out there. And one thing I'll end with in terms of the advice is something that's not done anymore that, in my opinion, is a must is handwritten thank you letters, handwritten thank you cards. If someone offers you an interview for a job or someone gives you a gift, find their address and write them a thank you card. Those go a long way, especially in today's times where those are not done anymore. So my advice to not just young professionals, but anyone is do the thank you cards. It takes 5 minutes and it's so worth it.
Okay.
That was really good. I think my advice is a little bit broader, but it's if you're interested in something or you're thinking about doing something, just do it. Even if you don't have all the answers, I think you should just take the leap and learn along the way. My second piece of advice would be listen to others and reciprocate like what they're saying, and like just, you'll learn a lot from the elders. Basically.
Absolutely. Experience is a good thing.
Yeah.
So I love it.
Well, that's cool. Well, I really appreciate that. So best of luck to you on your next ventures with the Ladies Club, and it's fun to see how much has grown lately. But Christina, Sarah, thank you so much for joining us on the podcast.
Yes, thank you, Heath, for having us. And I do want to say a thank you to everyone who supports our clubs, the members, the small businesses, whoever is involved month to month. We appreciate it so much. It's an amazing opportunity for the both of us, and we can only imagine what the future holds. So, Heath, thank you for having us today. Anyone listening out there, if you have questions, Sarah and I are open doors.
And follow us on Instagram.
Yes, of course, the social media plug. Thank you.
Well, thank you both.